everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. I'm your host, Lisanne Faye, and we have Hawk before us, and we're in Gamlen's home currently, about to head out for the night with our companions. We've got a couple things taking place this evening, and so we will do them in the order we've received them, and actually happens to coincide with the order in which we walk. So, Lowtown at night, where we know that Guardsman Donnic is going to be preyed upon, more than likely, based upon the pattern that we've been seeing in the guard rotation.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
No offense to your uncle, but this house smells like really old cabbage.
That's okay.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donnic is here somewhere.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Well, up there is really just a lot of open space. They'd probably wait for him to come back in here, into one of the alleys.
Can't imagine slaving in here.
In the foundry.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing another guard to this man.
What the? I can't move! Right there!
You go through me before anyone else.
Alright. You. Oh. Hi, Varric. I'm so sorry.
No, you fool! I'll lead them! Don't leave any weapons!
Who... Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Covered in blood.
Guardsman.
I mean... I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Selling out his own. Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawk. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Alright, but first let me loot. Yes, take those. Take that. And that. Thank you. Because currently there's only one mage in the party. Okay, so that is Lowtown. Weird dude. But we have promised to be at the Chantry in Hightown.
How can these nighttime streets be so dangerous? We should clear these idiot thugs out.
So, that is hinting at the fact that there's some interesting things that happen when you go traveling at night. What the hell are you pointing me at? Chantry? Oh. Right, I have a shawl to return. At some point. Not this way, this way. Remembering how to get around here is It's a mess.
Have at you! They're gonna kill.
Give up now! Make her take you!
Because when you go traveling at night, sometimes you run into local gangs. Okay, Derek, you got that?
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
These streets should be. What about Lowtown streets? Or Dark Towns? Or the docks? Yeah, there's a lot of gang problems in the area. Anything? Well, let's just take a wander up here. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you don't. Oh. Great. Not the kind of lucky I want it to be.
I'll cut you open!
Making the world a better place, one enemy at a time.
When Varric's in trouble.
I'll kill you!
No, keep shooting.
Smash him good! Void, take you!
That was beautiful!
I love how Varric talks to his crossbow. I love it. I'll take that. Take those. But yes, there's these gangs. They hide out. They're rather annoying. And you have to take out so many groups of them before they're gone. And that's only for part of the game. Alright, let us say hi to Anders.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yes.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
Well,
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
no one's suspicious that isn't already dead. That really should be how that's phrased.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Sure. Let's go this way. It's not often you get to be in the Chantry late at night. That door opens. And oh look, a crate. I mean, this is Hawk we're talking about, you know, not exactly a whole upstanding pillar of community. Despite what, public appearances might tell you. And Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
You're not
How
supposed
else
to.
will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Ah. And Templar. Okay.
I'll deal with this!
Alright, over to you. There's more. There's always more.
I'm getting overwhelmed!
And of course, very exciting. Okay. Anyone almost dead? Anymore.
What's this one?
Nice.
Go down!
Okay.
Of course we did.
Anders, what did you do? It's like... you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
What?
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now! It's fading! Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
Yes. But let me loot. Let me loot. First. No! I wanted to loot the bodies! Oh well.
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination.
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon?
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
Is he still nice?
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard.
True.
But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
How's your control?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
That's not a fair question to ask, because he's more or less already answered it. Well, hell. I like Anders.
So that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Yep.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I've rarely met a man who says such things so openly. But you're obviously a rare man. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition.
Thank you.
I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
And I have a healer! Yes! Ah, yes. Hello, friend. Carver, you're a prick. Bye. All right. So. Codex update, and people have leveled. So, Varric, you have a level in... Let's go 2 here, 1 here. No. 2 there, 1 in Dex. Because Cunning is how... well, you improve critical damage. It also improves your chance of being able to open things that are locked. And as he's now essentially my primary lockpick at the moment, that is his job. There you go. And Anders. Good, you already have heal. Ah, bless you. Give you Cone of Cold, that's actually a really nice ability. And... Primal? No. access. Yes, thank you. So, there is that. Now, what shall we do? Well, Journal said we had a new quest. I have a shawl to drop off. Questions and answers. Talk to Varric at the Hanged Man. And running Yavin. And that's going nowhere at the moment. So let us go and visit the Hanged Man. Because, you know, it'd be easy if I could just turn and be like, Varric, you're standing right next to me. Let's chat. But no, that's not how that works. I know, I've now access to, like, the Chantry and still can't shortcut it. But let us fast travel to the Hanged Man. I do appreciate the fact that once you go into certain places...
You owe us, Isabella.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing. Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for? I didn't think so.
Well, quite a scene to walk in on. However, we'll talk to her later.
I've always wondered, why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects. Sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters in Orzammar? Beekeepers? Sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nug wranglers.
Orzammar will never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Varric. We are here. At your room. Talk to me.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
For the first few seconds, what do they feed those things?
I don't know anyone else that's even seen one. You're lucky just to be standing here.
Yep.
Somehow, Hawk, I imagine things won't be dull with you around. Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
Expedition.
What are your plans for this trip into the deep roads?
Bartrand's running the show. Andraste's ass, he'd probably do that even if we weren't paying for everything. The tide we're looking for is supposed to be a week's travel from the surface, so I hope you aren't scared of the dark. We've got supplies, muscle, excavators. The plan is to carry out everything that's not nailed down.
Jeez.
Anything in particular I should know about your brother?
To understand Bartrand, you've got to understand the Dwarven Merchants Guild.
And to do that, you have
These
to
are
be born
dwarves
into
who
it.
would sell their mothers if they thought it'd get them a better share of the lyrium market. Anyone who deals with them has to sleep with a knife under their pillow. In my family, that's Bartrand.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
True enough. I suppose you want to know my credentials. My family came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings. He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Fortunately, being Bartran's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
A lot of things can keep you awake, you know. I wouldn't reach for the doom first.
Sure, I could have a cup of tea in the morning, but I hear it's bad for you. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be... let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Great.
Sure.
Now we're adventurers.
Very good. You figured it out. Heavily move out of my way so that way I can walk around. Uh-huh. No, I have my plan. I know what I'm doing. I'm going for my plan of what I'm doing with the rest of this episode, at least. So, definitely, I'm just gonna go drop off a shawl. Worthy.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't Worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living? I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you.
Awesome.
Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Trying not to. And he gave me a free design as part of it. Thank you.
What? Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage persona.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
I like the fact that the guards address Aveline. That's actually kind of nice. Alright. The Blooming Rose. In the Red Lantern District.
Why do we come here so often?
This is my first time here. I don't know why you think we come here very often.
And here we are in the brothel. My day is complete.
Let's not stay here for long.
If someone here tries to hire me again, I'm leaving.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Huh. Well. We're not here for the books, we're just here to return this.
I think you let this get away from you.
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
Yep. Don't mention it. And out we go. So, journal. What would you like us to do? Oh, yes. We're in Hightown.
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Shut your eyes for a
Alright, so, the reason why I'm doing this is actually the faster way to get to the Viscount's Keep, where the guardsmen are.
Good day, Sirrah.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged, quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
I guess I can take Carper instead, while you get that fixed. I like how they come out of the corner. But congratulations, Aveline.
Point the way, Hawk.
Okay.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Yep. Oh, of course, I leave, so now you want me to come back and talk to you.
Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to. Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
Not sure I like being behind the dead in order of influence.
Of course I have you to thank. It's just... I've made a mess of things, time to time. But that failure... He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawk.
Well, there is that.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
You clearly miss Wesley, but that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone.
Fair.
I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
I could get used to having the law on my side.
You'll behave yourself, is what you'll do. I just sent Jevon to prison over corruption. I won't go the same road.
You never let me have any fun.
I think that's best for everyone.
I look forward to working with you, Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it?
Yes.
Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
Alright, can we actually leave the room this time?
Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Yes. Alright, this seems like a good place to leave this episode. How much longer do I have to wait? I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.